What if I told you that some of the biggest reasons for your infertility are not medical problems and may not be that your body is failing you, but might be your day-to-day habits or lifestyle that you indulge in that are silently reducing or affecting your fertility that you don't even have knowledge of? In this video, I will expose some common mistakes that couples indulge in without knowing that they are harmful to their fertility and what you can do about it. Hello friends, welcome to today's video. My name is Pharmacist Ngozi. My new and old subscribers, thank you very much. I appreciate. Without wasting much of your time, friends, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I'll be talking about common mistakes that couples make that silently reduces their fertility without them knowing. And these mistakes are mostly because of their habits or everyday lifestyle without knowing how harmful or how it affects our fertility. Let's look at them together. Number one is trans fat. Where do you get trans fat from? Do you know that trans fat hidden in foods like donuts, meat pies, cakes, fries, chocolates, chips, and thousands of other foods can increase the risk of infertility to up to 70%. And this research was done by scientists from Harvard University of Public Health. It is actually recommended that all women who want to conceive should avoid all forms of trans fat. This is because they lead to ovulatory infertility by increasing insulin resistance, which can lead to hormonal imbalance. Number two habits that we indulge in is drinking coffee. How often do you drink coffee? We socialize and do business over cups of coffee. We also study and work over a cup of coffee. While some studies support a cup of coffee a day in order to prevent Alzheimer's disease, more and more research keep proving that coffee is detrimental to fertility. There was a large study from Kennicott on what can cause infertility. That study found that consuming as little as a cup of coffee per day increases the risk of not conceiving to up to 55%. And if you have 2 to 3 cups of coffee per day, that risk increases to 100% and continues to increase with additional cup up to 176%. That's a large figure. There's also another study that shows that drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee per day doubles the risk of miscarriage. Therefore, knowing fully well that coffee is not recommended for pregnant women, for someone trying to conceive, this is to show you that you're supposed to stop drinking coffee. Even though some studies have shown coffee has good effects for people who have Alzheimer's disease, since you're not in that age, you should totally avoid coffee, because even when you get pregnant, you're not advised to take coffee. Therefore, you should start now to stop consuming coffee in order to increase your chances of conception. Because once you stop taking coffee, your chances of conception actually increases by up to 50%. The third one we have to look at is alcohol. Studies have shown that alcohol is harmful to the woman's egg and the man's sperm before conception. And as little as 1 glass of alcohol can reduce fertility by up to 50%. Even when a woman conceives and consumes alcohol, alcohol can cause developmental damage to the embryo, which can result in miscarriage. Therefore, I advise any couple who is trying to conceive or who are struggling with fertility to stay away from alcohol and look for other options like natural fruit juice in order not to harm your fertility and adding additional problem to yourself. Number 4th habit we have to look at is smoking. Studies have shown that sperm motility is decreased in light smokers, and in heavy smokers, abnormal sperm shape is produced. Miscarriages can often occur when the male partner has lower sperm count and nearly 50% abnormal sperm. That is, abnormal sperm are sperm that are deformed in shape. So when a partner who is a smoker, of course a smoker will have low sperm count and abnormal sperm shape. Therefore, if a smoker and your wife is frequently experiencing miscarriages, this could be the problem. Also, studies have shown that in men who quit smoking within 5 to 15 months, sperm counts would have increased by 50 to 800%. For men who stopped smoking. Let's look at our number 5. There is a substance that has been on the research radar for decades. This substance has been linked to tooth decay. acne, diabetes, weight gain, poor immunity, aggression, cancer proliferation, and aging of the female egg. Can you guess what we are talking about? It is sugar. So it doesn't really matter your age, whether you are young, whether you are old. If you constantly consume sugar, you're going to be having an aged egg. That is, your egg will be too old for fertilization to happen. This is because sugar lowers your egg quality through a process called glycation. This process makes the egg have lower oxygen, nutrient, water intake, and inability of the cells of the egg to expel toxic substances and free radicals. Consequently, this can lead to DNA damage and death of the cells of the egg. The end product of glycation affects the tissues of the cells by making protein fiber to be stiff and malformed, which eventually can act as free radicals, speeding up the aging process. Research has proven that this glycation process, when it happens to the woman's egg, can damage the DNA of the egg, which leads to lower fertilization rate, poor follicular and embryo development rate, and lower pregnancy rates, irrespective of age. Number 6 in our list is exposure to electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation can damage living tissue. Radiation is drawn to the cell that is favorable to the cell with the highest growth and division, such as the sperm cell, the ova, and the developing fetus. How do we get radiation? Radiation is gotten from the phone, from microwaves, from our computers, from Wi-Fi, from air travels, cell phone towers, our laptops, TV sets, etc. There was a research done by Dr. Neil Cherry from Lincoln University, which reported that electromagnetic radiation causes both physical and psychological damages. Therefore, electromagnetic radiation contributes to certain forms of cancer, infertility, sleep disorders, depression, and nearly 50% reduction in melatonin production at night. Melatonin is regarded as an anti-aging hormone that boosts the immune system and also that destroys cancer cells. Knowing that this melatonin is produced mostly at night, we are supposed to get rid of all electronics or gadgets that can expose us to electromagnetic radiation, which will make our body not to produce this melatonin if we're exposed to them at night. Some studies have also shown that the more hours the men spend being exposed to electromagnetic radiation, the more they will have lower sperm count and greater abnormal sperm cell production. This is why men are advised not to carry a cell phone close to their body, like putting it in your pocket or very close to you, and also don't stay close to cell phone tower. Also, work at an arm's length in front of your computers, and finally, limit your screen time in front of the TV or the computer. With this, friends, I've come to the end of today's topic. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section because I'm going to reply you as soon as possible. Thank you so very much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos so that more people can get to see them, learn, and also improve their own lifestyle. Till my next video, bye bye.